Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am Mohammad Shahjahan, Assistant Professor, Department of Accounting, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka.
Dear student, today we will discuss double entry system. This is our third lecture on this chapter. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to determine the amount of opening capital. You will be able to determine the amount of closing capital. You will be able to determine the amount of profit or loss. Dear student, let's come to our class. Dear student, let's see the question. Mr. Ariful Islam, in his business, Riyadh Enterprise does not keep the books of account properly. That means Mr. Ariful Islam, all of you know that for doing accounting we have only one system, that is double entry system, and Mr. Ariful Islam doesn't keep the books accounts properly. That means he doesn't follow the liability system. On 1st January 2020, total asset of his business was taka 8,50,000 and his liabilities is 3,50,000. All of you know that asset means the thing belongs to us which will give us service for long time, and his liabilities is 3,50,000. That means he has to pay 3,50,000 to different types of liabilities. He newly invested in this year taka 1,50,000 in the business, and this year he withdrawn for his personal reason taka 1,40,000. That means he has given 1,50,000 and already taken 1,40,000. Extra he has given 10,000 more. And on 31st December 2020, his asset and liabilities of his business were cash 3,50,000. That means at the end of this year, we found that his cash 3,50,000, furniture 2,80,000, debtors 1,30,000, stock of goods 1,90,000, bank loan 1,60,000, and creditors is taka 50,000. Dear student, we have to determine amount of opening capital from this, and we have to determine amount of closing capital, and we have to determine amount of profit or loss. I hope all of you understand the question. Let's see the solution. Dear student, for opening capital, you have to memorize the formula. This is very new math. Last class we did not discuss this chapter, so this is new one. Opening capital, though third lecture, last class we have discussed double entry math. This is math of single entry. That means the person who has no accounting knowledge, he can keep his record this way. That's why we are doing this. To find out the opening capital, what is the formula? Opening asset minus opening liabilities. Dear student, please memorize this formula. You can easily get 2 marks. Look at, for getting 2 marks, simple formula. If you can memorize, you can get these 2 marks. What is the formula? The formula is opening asset minus opening liabilities. Total opening asset minus total opening liabilities. That means at the beginning of the year, whatever he has the asset, we have to subtract it from his liabilities, and it will be the opening capital. If you remember the question again, we can see, look at his opening asset is 8,50,000. 8,50,000. What is the amount of his asset? It is 8,50,000. 8,50,000, and his liability is 3,50,000. 3,50,000. So, dear student, opening capital 8,50,000 minus 3,50,000. That means 5 lakh taka. His opening asset is 5 lakh taka. Very easy one. Opening asset minus opening liability. Then you will get the opening capital. Now second requirement is the amount of closing capital. It is also same formula. Closing asset minus closing liability. Closing asset minus closing asset minus closing liabilities, then it will be closing capital. Look at total of closing asset minus closing liabilities, that will be the closing capital. Now we need to find out the closing asset. Look at opening asset, it is easy, 8,50,000, and liability 3,50,000. They are given in the question, but about closing liability, look at, it is not given directly. We have to find out it. On 31st December 2020, this is closing date. Asset and liabilities of his business were cash 3,50,000. All of you know that cash is our most desirable asset. So cash is asset. Another asset is furniture. Then debtor, it is also an asset. Stock of goods, this is also an asset. That means we have cash asset, we have furniture asset, we have debtors asset. You know that another name of debtors is account receivable. Then stock of goods, this is closing inventory, this is also an asset. Bank loan, loan is not our asset because loan we have to pay, which we are bound to pay, that is our liability. So bank loan is our liability. That means this is closing liability. And creditors, creditors also our liability. Dear student, all of you know that creditors means from where we have purchased goods, he or she is our creditor. That means we are bound to pay. That means we purchase goods on credit, that's why we need to pay later on. So this is liabilities. So dear student, here we have two liabilities. Number one, bank loan. Number two, creditors. So we have two liabilities and we have asset. Look at cash in hand is our asset. Cash in hand is our asset. Then furniture is our another asset. Debtors is our asset. Stock of goods is our asset. So we have four asset and two liabilities. Let's see the solution. Look at working total asset. It is cash, furniture, stock of goods, and what is the another name of asset? Cash, furniture, debtors. Yes, debtors. So we have four asset: cash in hand 3,50,000, furniture 2,80,000, debtors 1,30,000, and closing stock is 1,90,000. So dear student, our total asset is 9,50,000. And look at the formula: closing asset minus closing liability. Same this one, opening asset minus opening liability. Here closing asset minus closing liability, but this is for 4 marks. That's why we need to calculate asset at first. The total closing asset is 9,50,000. Then closing liabilities, you know that we have two liabilities. Number one, bank loan. Number two, creditors. So total of liabilities is 2,10,000. So dear student, let's see the math. Closing capital is closing asset minus closing liabilities. Closing asset is 9,50,000. Closing liabilities is 2,10,000. So our closing capital is 7,40,000. I hope all of you understand and easily you can solve this math. Dear student, our next requirement. What is our next requirement? Look at determine the amount of profit or loss. That means we have to find out what is the profit or loss of Mr. Riyadh Enterprise, Mr. Ariful Islam, who is the owner of Riyadh Enterprise. What is the amount of his profit or loss? That means how much profit he earned or what is the amount of loss of his business. Let's see the formula, dear student. At first, the formula of profit or loss. Look at closing capital plus drawing. The formula of profit and loss you have to memorize. Closing capital plus drawing. Closing capital plus drawing. That means at first you have to write closing capital, then drawings. We have to add the item, then minus opening capital plus additional capital. That means we have to add opening capital plus additional capital. Closing capital plus drawing minus opening capital plus additional capital. It is the formula of profit and loss. Dear student, you have to memorize this formula, then easily you can get these marks also. Closing capital plus drawing. Closing capital plus drawing. First you have to write closing capital, then drawings, then minus opening capital plus additional capital. Dear student, what is the amount of closing capital? Just we have calculate. Closing capital is our closing capital is 7,40,000. Our closing capital is 7,40,000. So 7,40,000 is closing capital, and then drawings. All of you know that drawings means withdrawn money by owner. The money which withdrawn by owner, that is drawings. Look at in the question it is given 1,40,000. Look at in this year. In this year, this he withdrawn 1,40,000 from the business. So his drawing is 1,40,000. If owner take anything from the business, that is drawings. So drawings is 1,40,000. That means 7,40,000 is closing capital. Then we have to add drawings. Then the total is 8,80,000. Then on the other hand, another bracket we have opening capital plus additional capital. Opening capital also we have calculated here. Opening capital is 5,000 and additional capital. Look at the question. Additional capital also given here. He newly invested 1,50,000. This is the additional capital. Newly invested 1,50,000. This is the additional capital. So dear student, additional capital is 1,50,000. So closing asset plus drawings equals to 8,80,000. Opening capital plus additional capital equals to 6,50,000. The difference is our profit. It is 2,30,000. It is 2,30,000. I hope all of you understand. Very easy math. All of you will get 10 marks in this math. It will help us. Dear student, if you have any types of confusion, if you have any types of queries about this, You can make a telephone call through Messenger, WhatsApp, or your personal phone number. No problem. I will discuss with you. I will help you later on. Dear student, stay home, stay safe. May Allah help all of us. Thank you very much.